It's a stadium known for its design, its noise, and a fan base so passionate. Brock, you know this firsthand. They've retired a jersey number for them. Welcome, everybody, to Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Up next, it's our main event between these Road Warriors and the Seattle Seahawks. Five weeks come and gone, and we're off in week 6 on EA Sports. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game.
Okay, ready?
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Quinshawn Judkins. And a modest start to our game. Couple yards on the first play. Here comes second down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Second down now. They need 7.
Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger. You're in the spin.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contacts. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. So that brings them to 3rd down.
Even the best of them can be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
McCarthy throwing on 3rd down. Complete beyond the marker. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it. Offense in the hurry up here.
19, Tiger, 19.
Zone read. This is Judkins. Get some space around midfield. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. So 20 yards on that play. And that gives the Seahawks the first.
Well, his game is off to one heck of a great start and bringing his offense along with him. They cross midfield after that run. And now all eyes on that offense focused on the end zone.
70 Lions. Head to 60, head to 60. Viking 18. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to him. And they drop him after just a yard. Second down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on second down.
Buffalo 18, Cowboy 80. Warrior 17. 18, Rattler, 18, Rattler. Ready?
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or what make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
7th play of the drive. Offense facing 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. He has the first over the middle. All the way, touchdown Seattle! The Seahawks finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, yep. Certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
York to kick off.
On now is York to kick this one away. He'll bring it out from the middle of the end zone. Lanes didn't open for him. He has stopped shy of the 15.
First down 10 at their own 14-yard line.
Okay, quick.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, strike. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Sixty Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Milton out of the pistol here. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Let's go now. W Lions. 18 Cardinals, 79 Broncos. Warriors, 70.
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Big strike here to Moore. And he will get to that 30-yard line before they stop him. Give him 24 on that play. And that's good for a Panthers first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
70 Rinks, Mustang 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Steady.
Here's Milton, 1st and 10. Seahawks swarming him, and down he goes. Those are the hurry-up offense here.
It's 2nd down.
Milton now. Setting up the screen. Has good room at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. Down the sideline into the red zone. He goes the distance. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers finish up their opening drive.
I think he'll take his highlights however he can get them on a handoff, pin off a pass. It really doesn't matter. The important thing is he gets the ball, he gets the touch, and then he can do his damage big time.
They're out to try and tack on the extra point. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Panthers respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
at their own 20-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. So some immediate revenge for that last play, Brock. I don't know. What do you think? Is it going to take away the pain from giving up that big run the prior play?
Not necessarily, because it really does take a group failure to give up a big run like that in the NFL, but it also takes a whole lot of teamwork to knock them behind the sticks. Job well done there.
A little screen pass for Judkins. Talk about a good game when they needed it. That's 13 on second down. Now only a yard to go here on third.
A gain of 14 yards brings up third down.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Ooh, put some heat on that one, Brock, but it falls incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So it's going to be 4th and short.
Kate, I think that was the type of play we expected out of this defense to start the game. Can't undo that opening drive touchdown they gave up, but that can sure help to get yourself off the field, get that 3rd down stop.
And he can't evade the coverage team for much. They stop him before he gets really anything on that return.
At their own 14-yard line.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. Working quickly here.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 12-yard line.
Dragon 60!
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're ready to go with the second quarter. It's Panthers football. They have second and pretty long here.
10 to 11. Red 79, Panthers 60, Panthers 60. Cup 19, Cup Mustang 19.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. That's incomplete on second down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down.
Here we go, here we go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Panthers 60, Panthers 19 tight, 19 tight. 18, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Warriors 70. Trap 60, trap 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Go.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. That one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
That's a throw at this level. With so much speed and length, you got to be real careful. Rarely do you find a clean window down the middle. That'd be absolutely perfect, and it wasn't there.
Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he'll try to hit this one well. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down.
Take over a 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
Heading to the line, the Seahawks in a good spot as they prepare for this 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
Looking to throw, McCarthy. Finds him on the crossing route. And he's going to get this to the opposing 41. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. 60 Bison, 60 Bison. Go!
McCarthy fires out wide, complete. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's good.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
From the gun, Judkins. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
A quick throw completed out to the left. And they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal here from the 7.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Guessing everybody in the huddle and on the sidelines sure want a little bit more from that run, but you didn't go backwards. Still in a great spot and can't wait to see what they do here on 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal coming up, 5 yards to the end zone.
Here we go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Back to throw, here's McCarthy. An all-around tough play for him. Took a shot on the release and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this 1st half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Defense bringing in a 5th DB, 3rd and goal.
18, find it. Let's go now. 19, 18, trap 60, trap 60.
Now it's McCarthy. And he's got it in the end zone for the Seattle touchdown. The Seahawks take a 2nd quarter lead. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Such just a difference-making receiver, Kate. You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
York now for the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Seahawks break that tie and now lead by 7.
14.
York to kick this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. He surges ahead for 5. Make it 2nd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Back to the well again. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got a 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense to the line fast. Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's able to cross midfield before going out.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Let's go. Cougar 19. Wrestle leading.
They'll run it from the gun. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him after 2 yards. And dose of the hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
60.
Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And it'll be 3rd down coming up after this defense's 3rd sack of the game.
That's now the 3rd time that he's been hauled down in this game, and that one was a biggie. Something's got to get figured out. Either the protection's got to be shored up or the QB's got to get rid of the ball. You cannot take those kind of negative sacks.
So not an enviable spot here as they come up on 3rd and very long.
Dragon 60. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
So with that, Brock, we've now reached our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. Not an enviable spot as they come up 3rd and long.
19 tight. 19 tight. Panther 11. Come back. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Go.
3rd and long for him here. Looking underneath, and the back brings it in. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
This offense is not leaving the field. On 4th and 8, they're going for it.
Warriors 70. Broncos.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Fourth down, pass coming. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. And the Seahawks take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Wow, an aggressive choice to go for it on 4th and that kind of distance, and an equally aggressive play in coverage to pick that pass off.
Yeah, that down and distance, you're not running it, right? Too far to get to the stick, so that defense had all eyes on the quarterback. They knew that pass was coming, and it's one thing to know it, it's another thing to execute it and go take it away. That's a big momentum swing for this defense.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Lions. Back to 60. Back to 60. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
Handoff now to Judkins. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards. The defense calls a timeout, so that's their first. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. McCarthy to throw it. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Throw here, 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit button. It doesn't matter, it's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And this one is kicked up towards the clouds. And he's getting nothing on that return. They wrap him up almost at the exact spot that he fielded that punt. So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
17, 19 tight. 19 tight. Check, smash, check, smash. Dragon 60.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed over the middle. And they're going to bring him down just on the other side of midfield. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line.
13 yards. 1st down, Houston.
Milton. He throws a bullet down the right side. Brought in inside the 20. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Houston.
1st down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
It's caught left side by Harris. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers earn the chance to tie it before halftime. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. Kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on him. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. They get to him before it can amount to much, just beyond that 15-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense to the line. They're going to have trips right to start out. Drive starts with a quick throw left, complete. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of a yard.
I wish everybody had the opportunity to feel how fast that decision is made. With that RPO, it is a split second. And when you make the incorrect read, well, the play's busted up before it ever has a chance to start.
On the shotgun, McCarthy. And that one's going to fall incomplete. No luck there. Just 11 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. He gets it out left, and it's caught. And they will finally catch up to him just a second before he could reach that 40. All right, whistles. They've got a timeout. 7 seconds to go in this half.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your third downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series. I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Okay, ready?
One last play before the break. He'll throw it. He just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be third down. Well, we're set up for an incredible second half. All tied as we kick it away here in quarter number 3. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. Lanes didn't open for him. He is stopped shy of the 15.
Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 14-yard line.
All right, the Houston offense looks set, Brock. Here's first and 10.
Deputy! Cougar 19! Viking 18!
They'll run here from the gun. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Offense in a hurry up here.
A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
Buffalo 18! Check! 19 sight! 60 Bellcat!
Out of the gun, it's Milton. Caught, nice game left side. He's going to be taken down here after he takes it to the 45. A 28-yard pickup there. And that's good for a Panthers first.
Move the chains. Got to move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Let's see how they attack this first down, partner, from the 45.
Ready? 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Cougar 19. Hawk 70, Hawk. Dragon 60.
Milton now. That's cut at the 25. And he hits that enemy 25-yard line before he is sent out. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives him a first down. Sets him up nice and pretty at the 25 following that big play.
Tap the 60, tap the 60. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers. Cup 19, Cup 19. Street, street.
Here's Milton, first and 10. And he's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers take the lead right away in half number 2.
That's some good old-fashioned playground football. Even at the elementary school, find the fastest kid and let him run.
Setting up to try the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7.
Seahawks 14.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Getting a pistol formation here first as they come to the line.
Let's go now. Drop ball 80. Half the 60, half the 60.
McCarthy operating from the pistol. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
It's a quarterback you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane. And he couldn't do it on that one.
They'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Second and 10, McCarthy. This one found by a defender instead and knocked away. Back-to-back passes failing to connect, Brock. It's third down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets two, it could have gone the other way.
McCarthy throwing on third down. That's caught for the first. Again, he's got room. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Seattle. The Seahawks start the second half with some needed points. That score was less about the throw, although it was good, partner, but it was more about getting it to somebody who knew exactly what to do with it.
Okay, it's a good thing the touchdown shows up on both their stat sheets, because sometimes, well, it's quarterback who delivers. Sometimes it's the effort after the catch that really makes the magic happen.
After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. Choosing to bring it out deep in the end zone. Ooh, poor choice to bring this one out. Instead of the 35, Brock, they're going to start shy of that 20.
Can't happen. Man, that's just something you never, ever see at this level. That's a complete failure of operation, not just by the returner, but the return team in general. And now, instead of getting into your normal offense, you got to find some way, somehow, to dig yourself out of this hole.
Let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Bronco 80.
A give now from the gun. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the 6-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Panther Street. Panther Street.
Shotgun snap here to Milton. He just kept going the wrong way, and that's going to cost him. That is a safety. Well, this has been one of the big stories of the game, partner. He's been sacked over and over and over here, and this time cost him more than just yards. It cost him 2 points and possession. Former quarterback, man, what are you thinking at this point in the game?
I'm thinking I'm going to be spending a lot of time in the training room to get my body right, and I think were you Marshawn Lynch right there? Over and over and over.
Let's go.
Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
The Seahawks in good field position to start this drive off as they head up to the line. First and 10.
60 inch.
Getting a draw here with Judkins. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Jalen Carter.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be second and 12.
Cougar 19. 18 Cardinal, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Well, his first real mistake, that's intercepted. And the Panthers have it as he records the first interception of his young career. Second and long, they didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have two choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable third down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem? Well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Working quickly here.
A loss of 2 brings up second and 12 on the Seahawks 45-yard line.
7 Lions, 19 Lions.
Trying to throw this from the gun. He rolls to his right. Taking a chance to the end zone. And the coverage holds up. Nicely done. They were tested. They knock it away in the end zone. That's going to bring up third down.
Well, he went for it all right there. That was a highlight reel waiting to happen if he could connect. So good to get out of the pocket, keep the play alive, but even better defensively to force the incompletion.
They'll run it here on third down. Nice comeback to the right sideline. And they take him down just as he gets inside that red zone. It's a pickup of 26. And it'll be first down, Houston.
All right, Kate, little confession time. And you know what they say, confession, good for the soul, bad for the reputation. I think my most negative grades carrying out fakes were on toss plays like that. Because you toss it, you know it's going for a big play, and all you want to do is watch it and not carry out your fake.
19 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 70 Ray, Cup 19, Cup 19, Mustang 19. 79 Broncos.
From the red zone now. Escapes the pocket. And this one's incomplete. Too low as it skips off the ground. Looking for his wide receiver there. So second down coming up.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, pass. Warriors 70, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Milton going to throw again here, 2nd and 10. He brings it in. And this is down all the way to the 3. Offense up to the line fast.
70 Lions.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Rig alert, rig alert. Ready, ready.
Quick pass, right side, complete. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
They'll try and punch it in. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
Now from back at the 4, here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. 70 Lions.
So we hit the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Panthers who have it to start, coming in trailing on the scoreboard. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Set 60 Eagles. Viking 18.
They go to him again. And he's going to find the end zone this time. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers take a 4th quarter lead. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop them on 3rd and goal.
The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Defense had a chance to plan, now defending this 2-point try.
Ready? Panther 60, Panther 60. 60 Bobcats, 60 Bobcats. 19 Lions. Mustang 19.
The Panthers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Out of the pistol here. And this is caught, so add a couple more to this lead they've got here in the 4.
Panthers 29, Seahawks 20.
I always say about the NFL game, it's a game of matchups. And that time they get the matchup they want, and they go right to it. It's a risky call throwing it for 2, but that risk pays off.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. Returning it from the 4. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down.
Over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. On the give, here's Judkins. And he manages maybe 3 yards there to the 23-yard line.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Fits it through the middle. And he's going to have this open across midfield, partner, to the 48. He picks up 28 on the play. And that means a fresh set of downs for Seattle. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here's McCarthy on 1st and 10. A little of a screen pass for Judkins. Good defensive effort here drives them back across midfield onto their own side.
I know coordinator and quarterback going to be upset with that first down because you call a screen on first, you're thinking stay ahead of schedule. Even a minimal gain to stay on pace, but instead, the defense creates a negative play and sets them back behind the sticks. Hey, I get it. If any of their pass catchers have what it takes to beat double coverage, it's him. The kids would say, he's him. That defense knew it. It's why they doubled him and knocked it away.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
70 Lions. Let's go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Vikings. Go.
Another throw here for McCarthy. Escapes the pocket. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
That right there, Kate, that's taking the hard lessons from the previous drive and putting it into practice right here. You don't see a throw you like. It's too tight a window. Don't risk yet another interception.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Ready. Cowboy 60 Bobcat. 60 Bobcat. 18 Pioneer. Ready.
Desperation time here. And all their pressure gets it done. That's a sack on 4th down as they force the turnover.
Well, this play never had a chance between the pressure at home and the coverage downfield. QB still got to find a way to throw it up and give somebody an opportunity to make a play.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34.
Red. 76. Cougar 19.
Handoff now out of the gun. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
The cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
70 Lions. Hawk 70. Hawk 70. Ready.
Setting him on the dive. Has some space inside the 15. And he'll get this across. Touchdown, Houston. The Panthers stretch it to a 2-score game in the 4th.
Kate, that's just simply the difference-making edge that these elite running backs bring to you. A lot of backs can get you 10 yards, 20 yards, but the elite backs, they can take it to the house.
So the offense is lined up. Panthers making another attempt at 2. Moore going in motion left. He has it. And he's into the end zone for 2. That sets him up with a 14-point lead.
Seahawks
Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
And I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Seattle getting everybody set. They've got 1st and 10. Judkins running between the tackles. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
It's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You could stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. It really creates an indecision on defensive level.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
I'm going to guess at some point, whether it's in the huddle or over there on the bench on the sidelines after this drive, QB is going to go apologize to that running back. He just ran him into one heck of a negative play.
To the air on 3rd and long. He has the burst over the middle. And this is going to be halted just before he can reach the 30. Working quickly here.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Throwing on 1st, it's McCarthy. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, McCarthy. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up.
I know a DB in the stat sheet loves to see INT and not PBU, but as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible, he does the next best thing and knocks it away.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Down he goes. The Panthers got him. And that's really one of the only things this offense couldn't afford to see happen, Brock. It's 4th and long.
The number of times we see quarterbacks with his running ability make plays, critical plays on 3rd down. It's got to be refreshing for that defense to finally see them on the right side of it.
Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. That's cut beyond the marker. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Let's go.
Run right side. Judkins. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send him backwards. Back to the line they come. 2nd down. Off play action. It's McCarthy. And the Panthers are just too much here. They're going to take him down. And for the 2nd straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough 3rd down.
Hey, I understand that call. You try to get play action to get away from the rush. The problem is this defense has just been relentless.
Zone read. This is Judkins. And this is going to be 4th down. He got 2, but he needed just a little bit more.
Well, Kate, that's a white flag waving if I've ever seen one. I'm not sure I saw any avenue with that run play that was going to result in a 1st down. It felt more like the coordinator saying, well, you earned that call by the mishaps on 1st and 2nd down.
Oof, best of luck here, guys. It's 4th and pretty far. Now to throw. gasp. It's intercepted. And the Panthers take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
It's a turnover on downs.
So good field position for the Panthers. Starting this drive, 1st and 10.
Ready? 70 Lions. Cup 19. Cup 19. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos. Warriors 70.
Oh, Gronk, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. Has it down close. And in he goes for the Houston touchdown. The Panthers have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
Seahawks 23.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10.
70 Rangers. 70 Rangers. Viking 18. Buffalo 18. Check go.
Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Connects on the crosser. And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Got to hurry this to the line.
1st and 10 at the 37.
1st and 10. It's McCarthy. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
It looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Flag down. This could be a free opportunity for the offense. Finds him on the crossing route. And good tackle, but a flag is down, likely against the defense. So they'll decline this and take the result. 1st and 10 from the 43. They'll run here, following the penalty. And those running lanes are closing up fast, aren't they? He's held to just a yard. Offense to the line fast.
Brings up 2nd.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Panthers get it back after making their 3rd first-half interception.
I don't know about you, but I'm a little surprised that one didn't make it all the way back for 6. Took some amazing effort from the guys making the tackle to save a touchdown, but still an outstanding return from a defense that sensed they needed the big play, and they found it.
Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Set. 70 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles. 18 Pioneers.
They're going to pass it here. And this is going to be a Houston touchdown. The Panthers keep adding to that 4th quarter lead.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
Now they'll see if they can tack on one more. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers continue piling on to this lead.
Seahawks 23.
The Panthers kick team out there now as they send it away. This one winds up as a touchback, so they're going to have one final snap to work with.
At their own 35-yard line.
This undoubtedly the final snap of what's already a decided contest.
Dragon 60. Ready? Warrior 70.
Here he goes, one final shot. And there's our last stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Panthers are stopped on the return on the final play of this game. So it's the Panthers who